Hello there, welcome back to High Class. My name is Leshan, and in this video, we're going to talk about Paper 1, Section 3, that is the oral skills section, specifically the shortcomings versus the strengths in communication. So, in this section, there's usually this question that asks the learner. Uh, they bring a dialogue, either a telephone conversation or just a normal conversation between two people, and you're supposed to identify the strengths of a certain person or the weaknesses of the other person. How do you respond to that question? So we're going to handle that. And before I proceed with this, may I remind you that in our other videos, we've talked about aspects of paper 1, section 1, that is the functional writings. We've talked about section 3, aspects of the nonverbal cues. How would you perform a certain line? We've talked about aspects of paper 2, the excerpts, and also paper 3, that is the essay writing. So if you want to check the videos out, please visit our channel on YouTube. The handle is at the high class. Watch, learn, comment, share, and most importantly, please subscribe to our channel, and that would be good for us. Now, about this question, assuming an examination, they have brought a short dialogue. It can be a telephone conversation between two people, either a secretary and a caller, or just a person A or person B, something like that. And you're supposed to identify part A, shortcomings, and part B, let's say the strengths. This question usually comes around 3 marks, 3. So that is around 6 marks in your examination. Now, how do you respond to that question? I'll give you a very simple trick. Let us list the main points. Okay, from those main points, we're going to get the positive, which will form the strengths, and the negatives, which will form the shortcomings. Okay, number one, can talk about politeness. Number 2, can talk about greetings, stroke rapport. Number 3, can talk about apology. Number 4, can talk about alternative. For number 5, can talk about turn taking. Number 6, talk about interruption. Number 7, talk about hanging up. And number 8, talk about introduction. There can be more, but we're going to focus only on these 8. And here we're going to have the positive, and we're going to have the negative side. Okay, so once you master these elements, what I'm calling the elements of the points, you're simply going to turn them either into positive answers or the negative answers to form the shortcomings or the strength in communication. Now, one mistake that you should avoid at all in your examination is using the word not. Whenever we see the word not there, we won't give you a mark, because the question does not ask what does this person not do. We have asked what does he or she do. So the word not must not appear in your answer. Remember that. Number 2, always give evidence. You give an answer and give an evidence. Evidence is like the illustration. Pick that part, go to the dialogue and pick that line or that part that is the evidence of whatever you're talking about, the point. You must give an evidence. By evidence, I mean go to the conversation, pick a line there or the word that you are talking about and put it there in your answer section. Answer, evidence. Number 2, just know these elements, and when you know them, we are going to you either convert them into positive statements or negative statements. Here is an example. Whenever you're talking about politeness and you're talking about the positive, that is the strength, you say the person speaks politely. Person A or character A speaks politely. Okay. Number 2, if it's the negative side, that becomes the shortcoming. That's the shortcoming. We talk about speaks impolitely. Impolitely, or sometimes you can say rudely. There you go. Then you give an evidence there For instance, someone said, "How may I help you?" or "Please," something there. So that is politely. Then rudely, "I want to know whether you're going to open the library tomorrow." I want. That one is demanding. That is not okay. So impolitely or rudely. Number two, we have greetings or creating the rapport. Okay, once you receive a call, what should the person say? "Hello, how are you?" "Hello, how are you?" So greeting. So this in the strengths we say the person A greets the caller. Okay, person A or that person that you'll have been given greets the caller. Okay, the other side fails to greet the caller. Fails to greet the caller. You can also talk about rapport. This one creates a rapport. Creates. We talk about creates a rapport. This one fails to create a rapport. Someone just starts the conversation without even greetings or saying hi or something like that or good morning. That one fails to create a rapport. Apology. Whenever one of them has said something that is offensive, maybe to the other person, the person can, in the strength, becomes apologizes. Person A apologizes to, let's say, the caller, but or the person B. Okay, here it fails to, becomes fails to apologize. Fails to apologize. Okay. Alternative, it's good that if it's a telephone conversation, for example, and someone asks about something, if you don't offer that thing, offer an alternative. It's usually good to offer any kind of assistance instead of just saying no, there's nothing, and you stop there. So if the person offers an alternative, the answer become this person or person A offers an alternative. This one fails to offer an alternative. Okay, we have turn taking. Turn taking is whereby you let the other person speak until they finish, then now you speak. Don't cut them before they finish talking. So this one will say, this one observes turn taking. We should have something here. Turn taking. This one observes, person A observes turn taking, so that the person does not interrupt the other person. Here it's what? Fails to observe turn taking. Okay, when you go to interruption, if you must interrupt someone, then you have to do it in the strength. You say interrupt politely. Interrupts politely. In the weakness, interrupts impolitely. Interrupts impolitely or rudely. Okay, which is not okay. This one is indicated by some person A speaking, and we have the ellipsis marks there, and the other person starts speaking. That means this person B has interrupted the other person. But if the person interrupts and says, "I am sorry for interruption, but may I blah blah blah," something like that, that is the person has interrupted politely. Okay, but there's no "I'm sorry" or may I interrupt or something like that. That person has interrupted impolitely. Now we have hanging up. On a call, it is good that you let the caller hang up. Okay, you let the caller hang up. So if the caller is the one who hangs up, or the person B, you say that person B waits the caller, waits for the caller, waits for the caller to hang up. This one, if the person who is not the caller hangs up, that we just describe here that hangs. Let me say hanging up. Waits for the caller to hang up. Now here we say hangs up before the caller. Hangs up before the caller. Yeah, that is okay, I think. hangs up before the caller. And lastly, we have the introduction. When you just receive a phone call, the first thing you should do is, hello, my name is Dominic Leshan, or hello, good morning, my name is this and this, how may I help you? If let's say it's a secretary, okay? So introduction, this one introduces themselves because this one is a gender neutral term, and here fails to introduce themselves. Okay, so that is the trick. What you need to understand is these elements. Once you have these elements, just try to turn them into positives to give you the strength in communication, turn them into the negatives to give you the shortcomings. Remember that when you're answering these questions, do not mention not. The word not should not appear in your answer. That will be very, very wrong. And also, do not give an answer without evidence. You'll end up scoring 1 mark or half a mark or even a 0. So if you say the person, let's say, greets, person A greets person B, put there full colon and just write there what? Good morning, as if it appears in the conversation. If you say the caller introduces himself, okay, the caller introduces himself. For instance, my name is blah blah blah, I am the secretary blah blah blah. You just write it there, answer and evidence. So until next time, see you.